put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Nice move, creates some space. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lacy. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Steps away. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
He's looking for a man on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On second down, wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. A big game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lacy. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz, too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
To the air, it's Sellers. He was looking for the lead, and down he goes. A huge sack, and the offense still trails by 1. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, look out. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Oregon. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to go up top on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
On second down, he'll fire. A shot for the end zone. And that pass intercepted.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The give to the tailback. Fakes his man out. How about that one? Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense.
Got a lot of running room. At the 30. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. goes to the wideout. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it, using his legs to buy some time. At the 35, he's open. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. Fires on the move. It's caught. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He's looking on the right side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
You can't start the 2nd half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They want to throw it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical.
Afterburners coming. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
He's into the end zone again, a little icing on the cake for the 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Catches it inside his 20, chance to really gain some ground. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Longhorns in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Sellers. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer.
And it's caught inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this deep.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got loose, it was all over. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel. The fine instrument rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Texas offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
After the misfire, now on second down. To throw, it's Sellers. This time on target. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Keeps looking downfield. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And here they come, almost all the way back. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. He's looking to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Can't get him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The play action fake. Buys a little extra time. On the run, fires downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll try to run it in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. They're just about ready to kick it away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
To the air, it's Sellers. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. And now on second down for this offense. The toss to the right. The Ducks have a first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
On the run, it's Jordan. Nice move to keep running. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense. Just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because their
quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They got him in the end zone for a safety, just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Bringing it back, it's Howard. He gets it across the 50 to the 48 after a sensational return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game.
He's off to the races. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
To the air, it's Sellers. Time to take a shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It's caught downfield. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
With that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the toss. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 20. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.